No, I'm just going to check this on my phone now, so using the chat if it works. It's the only way I can figure out doing it. I'm back. Yay! You're in Idaho. I'm back. Yay! You're in Idaho. This is going to be very delayed. I can't see any chat come up. Oh, yeah, I can see it now. It's up. The Duke's Kitchen. I've been watching your videos, man. They're really cool. So how's things in Idaho, man? What's going on? Oh, that's good. I'm live and I can see comments, so that's nice. Almost, yeah. It's been pretty cold the last couple of days over here. Actually, it's been like -1, but never mind. It's winter. It's supposed to be cold. It's been a bit weird because it's not been really very cold over here at all in the UK. It's been really, really strange. And so, what sort of time you got over there? It's nearly 10 p.m. here, so I'm guessing it must be. Looking at cooking. So what you got cooking? What are you going to cook? I'm trying. Oh, so 3 p.m. That's cool. I'm trying to get a collaboration going for rotisserie cookers. If you fancy joining in, I got one for Christmas. I'm going to film it at the weekend. I brought a duck, so I'm going to sort of like do the Peking duck thing, like the 5 spice, rub it all in, and get some good flavour in there and wrap them up into like the little Honson sauces. Yeah, if you want to come in. If you're on Facebook, drop me a message. More than welcome, more the merrier. Share the love, man. You're at work. What sort of work do you do? I'm a fitter. I work for a company called Martin Baker. We do ejection seats for fighter planes, which is a bit exotic but pretty cool job. I really enjoy it. But yeah, I'm lucky enough to finish at 12 on a Friday. But we're busy at the moment, so I have to work Saturdays, which is sort of strange. So who else is in? Who else is in the stream? We've got 3 people now, so I know one of them's me and one of them's you. Oh, so we're in a similar sort of game then. Engineering. Cool, man. Yours is just a bit bigger than mine. I'm a tech analyst. Ah, okay. I'm still sort of on the tools. I work in an EPA environment, so it's all sort of soldering and bits and bobs, and it's a new part of the company, so it's quite cool. I really enjoy it. It's really interesting. I'm just having a couple of beers. Oh wow. I really like doing this live thing. This StreamYard is a bit odd though. It's a lot different to Facebook. I must admit, not Facebook. The actual YouTube app. I was trying to get that to go, and it just wasn't playing ball. But this StreamYard thing is quite cool. Two hours now. You knock off at 5 like me normally on a Thursday. But then again, generally I do overtime on a Friday sometimes if it's on. It's like we're going away on holiday to Yeah, it is. You meet a lot of cool people on the live streams. Excuse me. I've had a real sort of nasty cough since Christmas, and I've not really been able to shake it. Dutch, I didn't even know you was in. It didn't come up on StreamYard, dude. It's a shame. I didn't even realise you were there. See you later, Dutch. Why don't it? Beer is the international language. You're right. So true. There you go. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to use this. See. But as I said, if you're interested in doing a collaboration on this rotisserie thing, welcome along. Join in. The more the merrier. That'd be really, really cool. If I'm honest, I don't even know how I done that. I just clicked on it and it popped up. You should do. It's a winner. Oh wow. Okay. It's good that you can sort of keep track. So you got like the timeline. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. You got like a timeline down one side, and then the actual me in the middle, which don't really matter that much. I should be really paying attention to the timeline. Hi Mike, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Dutch, if you're still here, say hi, Kent. So what time are you finishing, Mike? You are you done yet? Yeah, this is cool. Nice to have 4 people in. Just got to keep an eye on that. You have to bear with me. I don't do lives that often, but I'm learning. I'm trying to get there. So what are you cooking at the weekend, Mike? No idea yet? Oh, it's getting very technical now. Mind you, it looks pretty cool on the phone. Keep looking at the camera. Ribs tonight. Oh yeah, that sounds nice. Just trying to put that over there, and then I've got that in the eye line. What, a pork or beef you're cooking? Pork ribs or beef? Oh, a jambalaya. I've never even eaten it before, to be honest, that jambalaya stuff. It looks really good from all the videos I've seen, though. Oh, both. I like that. Beef shorties are my favourite. I've got to be honest. I eat a lot of barbecue stuff, but beef short ribs, you can't go far wrong with them. Oh, I'll throw it out there. Right, I'd even say I prefer it to brisket. That sounds mad, but it just cooks easier, and I don't know. It just tastes beefier to me. Mm. Yeah. Now, have you done chuck roast as well? I think I think the chuck roast cut's very underrated for beef. Like brisket was lovely. Well, it still is nice. Don't get me wrong, but it's just so expensive now. Everybody buys it. It was nice when it was cheap or cheaper. Seven packets. Oh wow. Don't have to do much with short ribs. Just salt and pepper. Bang it on. Or I'll tell you what is good. Ploughboys rub. Have you ever used the Ploughboys beef rub they do? That's pretty special. If I'm honest, I like that on beef. I done chuck roast the other day, a few months ago. I'd like to do it again, to be honest, because again, the beef flavour is so much more intense. Excuse me, that's terrible. It's really really good. So let's do a roll call now. Shout out to everyone in the chat. We've got 5 in here. Just pop a comment below so I can see who's in. Yeah, you can make burnt ends for chuck roast. To be honest, I don't see why not, because it's not a million miles away from the brisket, is it? You've got the brisket, and then the chuck roast is sort of along a little bit, so it's all pretty much the same kind of meat. Obviously, the brisket is a lot tougher, but you could make probably really good burnt ends with a chuck roast. I don't see why you couldn't. So a red jalapeno base with salt and pepper on the short ribs. Yeah, that sounds nice. A little bit of spice. I tell you what is another good thing as well with beef is cinnamon. I found that really nice as well. Salt, pepper, cinnamon. Not much. It just sort of lifts the flavour of the beef. Give that a go. Jimmy Q. All right, Jimmy Q. Thanks for listening, dude. Yeah. So I've got this duck thing going on tomorrow. I've had an absolute nightmare trying to find these, you know, like the little pancakes you get for the duck that you put the stuff in. I couldn't find it anywhere. It's been really, really difficult to figure out. I've been to supermarkets, so I think I'm going to have to go to a Chinese supermarket to get hold of some of these. Just for the simple fact that I went to 2 supermarkets today, and I was like, oh yeah, not a problem. I've brought my duck. It's not a massive duck. It's like a 2-kilogram duck, but it'd be good enough for us. And I smash it on the rotisserie with some Chinese 5-spice, and then put some ginger in it or something like that. So that'd be quite cool. And it's just getting these pancakes. I don't know where to get them from. But it's a shame to fail on the pancakes, man. Have any of you got StreamYard? Do you fancy jumping on with me for an actual chat? There's like boxes down the bottom where you can add people in. It's a pretty cool thing, really. It's just, well, actually, it is really cool. I'm glad it's working now, if I'm totally honest, because I can see the chat coming up, albeit a little bit slower than what's going on real time. But yeah, it's good. Side of time. I'm actually in my my kids' playroom, so multi-purposing a little bit, but it does the job. No, this is really. So what do you think of the kitchen? Oh, God. So, what is your actual name then, Duke? Also, would you like some stickers? I don't know. I forgot to mention them. I've had some stickers made up, so I can send you a couple out if you fancy them. That's more of an Instagram thing, but there you go. If you want some, I'll send you some. So, Mike, that's cool. Good to know you. Excuse me. Good to know your name, Mike. Yeah, man. So you're on Facebook or anything like that? I've got a couple of groups on Facebook. One of them is New Revolution Barbecue. It's for YouTubers and podcasters. So what you can do is jump on Facebook, jump into that group, contact me through that, and I'll send you some stickers if you want them. And also, it's a small group, but it's growing steadily. It's just to get some ideas for videos and meeting people and things like that. Look on. Yeah. Well, I think the more you can sort of communicate with people and open it out and get ideas, it's going to be beneficial for everybody, because not everybody knows how to do, like, for instance, editing or just basic, sometimes really basic stuff. I hate editing. It's the bane of my life, but I've learned how to do it reasonably well. But yeah, come on over, jump on in. Everyone's welcome into that New Revolution group. I'd love to have as many people in there as we can, because obviously the more people in there, the bigger it's going to grow, the more information we can get it out there and get more people doing the same, cooking outside and recording what they're doing, because I think it's an amazing thing, you know. what we're doing as YouTubers, and so what people see when we're cooking and stuff like that, it's brilliant, you know. I've done a few reviews. I had a comment earlier about a review I'd done a couple of summers ago, thanking me for the advice, and they're off to buy one now. So that's really cool. I sent the join request. Okay, brilliant. Well, I'm better to pick that up now. I'll let you in live. I'm sure that'll come through in a minute. I had a gift of the internet. Didn't actually think this through properly. Oh no, that's better like that. I can, like the Jean-Michel Jarre of the technical work. This isn't very good, is it? It's me messing around with my phone trying to figure out how to get it done. When it pops up, yeah, when it pops up, I'll let you in. No, we've got 3 people in the chat. Another roll call. Who's still here? Me and Mike. Just me. Wow. It's all gone a bit quiet. That's not very good, is it? Any plans for the weekend? Yes, I do. What I'm going to do is we're going to be cooking. Um, I'm going to be cooking away. That video. Also, I'll be watching the rugby. Yeah, I'll be cooking in the dark and watching England Scotland in the Six Nations rugby. I'm a bit of a rugby fan, to be honest. So I've always liked rugby. I've never been keen on soccer. You're going to do several episodes in one go. Blimey, that's really cool. I've got to sort of grab it as the weather comes along. What I generally do is eat what I cook. So I'm not. I normally well, the plan is to do one live like this a week and also upload once a week. So that means I'll get like 2 bites at the cherry. You're a baseball fan. Wow. I've never really watched baseball, if I'm honest. Nikki, you can tell me about baseball if that's cool. Because how does it work? The closest thing we've got is rounders or cricket. How long does a baseball game last? This is really cool because, like, I know it's not barbecue, but it's interesting for me because it's totally different. Over here we've got football, rugby, cricket, tennis, a lot of other sports as well, but they're the main ones. Yeah, cricket is big in India as well. Nine innings. Okay, 3 strikes and you're out. So how long is a typical innings? Is that like Okay, so you get 3 outs, and so how long is a typical inning then? How many balls would you get thrown in an inning? With cricket, I think it's 6. You have an over, which is 6 balls. I don't know that much about cricket, to be honest, but let's have a rundown. This is quite cool. As many as whatever. Okay, so there's not like a set amount of balls you got to get. It's just literally go until you finish. Is there a maximum amount of points you can score, or is it literally play until everyone's out? That must be a pretty long game then. How many people are on a baseball team? 3 bases in a square and then a home. All right. You can score and few as many as the game. Okay. So if you knock it out of do you get scores for, say, if you knock it out of the boundary? Do you have boundaries? So I know in cricket, if you can knock it on if it goes on the floor out. 9 to 10 player game. Okay, so it's a fairly big squad as well then. It's a 9 in the field and it will play that game. So I know you have a pitcher, and then there's the dude at the back who catches the ball. I suppose then you have like outfielders. A home run is over the fence. Is that worth more points than anything else, or is it just like one? I don't even think I've ever seen a game of baseball, to be honest. I've only seen it in films. So that's 1 point for everyone who gets to a home plate. Okay. So it's like potentially three points once they're out in the field. Then you get the guy who's hitting the ball, who's got to run to the first base, second base, third base, home. This is fascinating because I've never, as I said, I've never really seen it, or it's not that I'm not interested in it. It's just I've never seen it before. That's the gap. Let's open the door to let the cat out. Yeah. Does everyone get? Obviously, everyone gets to have a go at hitting the ball. Three hours a game. Sounds like my sort of game. It sounds like my sort of game. So you get to sit there, drink beer, and then watch a good game, drink beer, eat some probably nice hot dogs and nachos and all that sort of stuff, and everyone gets a chance to play. So that's really cool. That's a good. I might see if I can find it on some channels over here. I'm pretty sure they must show it over here. It sounds like a very sort of social game. Where you going, Buzz? Oh, the cat's come in through her nose and then it's just gone again. Okay, well, thanks for joining me on this live. Contact me about the collaboration and the rotisserie thing. It'd be really, really cool to do a video with you, dude. I think it'd be pretty smart just to have a few of us over there, mate. It'd be pretty nice. So yeah. Yeah, anytime. Get yourself a StreamYard account and we can chat face to face. See you later, mate. Bye bye. Have a good weekend. Yes, it's just me now. And there goes the cat. So that's on that side, but it's really over there. That's really cool. So here I am on my own doing a live. I'm sure someone will come soon. Hope so. First thing I've got to do is this. Oh man. There's quite a lag on this StreamYard. What we're trying to do is readjust this. No, that's never going to work. Houston, we have a problem. So, on my own. What do I need to do? Hey, Papa Joe. Welcome along. Just me and you now, dude. Thanks for joining in. I'll pop you up there so you can see. Yeah. How are you doing? You all right? Whereabouts are you from? I'm glad you're here. It's nice to have you along. So what are your plans for the weekend? What are you doing with yourself? Oh, Georgia, USA. Wow. Well, you're speaking to Ryan. I'm in the UK, just outside London. So, yeah. You got any cooks going on this weekend? I've said this a few times, but I'm actually going to be cooking a duck on a rotisserie, like a Chinese sort of style. So lots of flavors like that, Asian flavors. Wow, corned beef. I've excuse me. I've never done a corned beef. I've done brisket. I've done short ribs. I've done chuck roast. You know, the usual stuff. But the only things I haven't done is like a pastrami, a really good pastrami, and a nice corned beef. I'd love to do that. Corned beef. Oh, I like eating it, but I've never made it. It's certainly something to do. So you brine ends up being pastrami. So do you brine it and then leave it for a few days? So it's a semi-curing process, isn't it? Ends up being a pastrami. So what kind of smoker are you running? What pre-brine? Yeah. I've no, I make my own bacon. I just buy the not black pepper. But how far do you take it along for a pastrami? Like what sort of temperature are you looking for to get a nice? And cheers, by the way. Vertical master build, nice. So you got a good bit of kit there. 8 hours. That's not too bad. So what sort of temperature are you running at? Are you keeping it quite low? Are you like 225, 250, or are you taking it up 275? Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. I always use I run a UDS, and a couple of Webers normally. 225. So that's really low. Like if I'm doing an overnight cook, I'll do 225 just so I get some sleep. But generally, I go 250 now. And if you know what it's like when the kids are hungry and the missus is moaning, 275, power it, that will get it done. And so, wow, Raffle and on 5 and then back and. I bet that's good. Yeah, I bet that's really good. I know. I'll be honest. I do as well, but sometimes you just got to get stuff done. You know. I tell you what, the best times. I'm sure my wife won't mind me saying this, but if she goes out with the kids, I set it nice and slow. Sit down in the sunshine. Crack open a couple of cold ones. Mm. Because it's gonna take on all the smoke you need, isn't it? At that sort of temperature, the first few hours, as long as it gets the like the smoke and the flavour. That's the main thing. There's nothing wrong with banging it in an instant pot. I've done that as well. Finish it off in the oven. It's just I completely agree with it. Alone time. There's nothing quite like just sitting out there, letting the pit tick along, and you in your own little world, really. All you got to worry about is managing the fire. As long as you got enough cold beer, you had to sit down and chill out. It's a magical thing. Yeah, it helps me unwind and relax. That and fishing. Not that I've been fishing for a while, but I plan to. Oh wow. I'm sorry to hear that about your spine and back, man. But barbecue's right up your street then, nice. Low and slow and take things steady. Yeah, yeah, be. So what? So is oak a typical type of wood you get around your area? Is it, or do you sort of get other sort of wood as well? Yeah, no problem, man. It's good to have you here. Yeah, I know. To be honest, I haven't. Pork is excuse me. Beef short ribs, my absolute favourite, but my go-to barbecue is pork shoulder, just because it's so nice. Like if I'm treating myself, I'll go for beef, but generally pork, because the rub, I just like the sweet heat you get with pork. You know what I mean? You can put whatever rub on. Beef is generally quite very savoury, and also I've been getting a lot of reflux lately, and it sort of plays me up a bit. So I don't really get that with pork. So yeah, pork butt. I don't know. Absolute amazing. I'm not. Excuse me. I'm not gonna lie. I done a really nice pork butt the other day. With the meat church gospel rub on it. I was making a video for pit beans, and sort of like I thought, oh, I'll have some pork with that. You know what I mean? Pork and beans. Who don't like pork and beans with a mashed potato and all that sort of stuff? I smoked it with a bit of cherry, but my God, it was amazing. I wish I would have sort of like featured the pork more, because the pork was the star of the dinner. 100% star of the dinner. It come out so good. I took it up to 203. I didn't wrap it. I just left it in my drum, let it do its thing. It was awesome. Have you tried doing like the pork cheeks and all that? Oh wow. So top my hat, man. You're a champion. You know what you're talking about. I am but a learner. I'd love to do a competition cook. I bet that there must be something amazing about cooking in a barbecue competition. I just done my SCA judging. So this season I'll be cooking. Well, I'll be eating a load of people's cooks. But I've never cooked in a contest. I'd like to cook in a contest, but it's so expensive. It's really expensive. And what sort of ribs were they? Are they obviously like a St. Louis cut, or is it like a full cut of rib, like the full thing of ribs? Hey, dude, you've done it. You've been there, and it's just a shame you got back issues, but hopefully you get something sorted out. $800 back in 2015. And what sort of return do you get back from that? I'm guessing third, you must you must pick a check up, I suppose. I don't understand why they make it so expensive. There you go. What do you think of that? So that's like rocking £600 over here. But then that was a few years ago. So you're looking about £1,000 over here now to do a competition. And was that did you say that was a local? Yeah, it was a local barbecue competition. So that wasn't like KCBS or anything like that. Oh, it was KCBS. Wow. That's really cool. Wow. He competed against Myron Mixon and Johnny Trigg. I've only ever seen those guys on the telly, not on the TV. That is so cool. Again, you should be proud of yourself, man. That's really, really good. You got the trophies and you got the bragging rights as well. How many people can they say they've competed against a caliber of like that and had a call against them or with them? Did you think? Got away with that one. Yeah, but I suppose it all depends on what judge you get and how it goes. But the fact you managed to achieve what you achieved is it's awesome. That's really, really cool. Myron is rude. Is he really? Well, I always imagined it as sort of a TV like a persona, if you know what I mean. Because you hear stuff about him when he's not competing, and he's supposed to be really nice, but obviously he gets his. But then you've seen it firsthand, so you know, you've been there. That's you're saying fair. Oh wow. Yeah. How can I compete against your dad or your granddad's barbecue when that's how you judge it? Very true enough. Because they've been part of the barbecue thing for a long time, haven't they? I think, well, what they say is the best thing to know what a judge wants is to become a judge. So you get sort of like the inside track on what they're looking for and how they score. But then a lot of it's different anyway over there, isn't it? And like it all varies from region to region. Like Texas have got their their sort of way of doing things. Mississippi got their way of doing things. So it's a regional thing, isn't it? Barbecue. Yeah, that's true enough. But then I suppose we're over here. We're all sort of learning from what you guys do. To be honest, we're not in the UK. We sort of follow how you guys kind of do it. So it all seems in the UK at the minute. It all seems very live fire. So you got people cooking actually over fire, like the Argentinians do the sort of. Excuse me. The Argentinians, like they have the big cross thing and have the whole animal on it, whether it's a lamb or a pig or like a sheep or a cow. I've even seen them cook a cow on them before, and they're massive. So have you got another cook coming up for your channel soon? You're the man. I can't believe that you've cooked against Myra Mixon and Johnny Trigg. That's really, really cool. Maybe next week. Let me know when you do. I'm going to put a shout out to you in my next video. I've just finished editing one, but when I record tomorrow, I'm going to put a shout out to you and put a link to your channel as well. This is awesome. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed. Yeah, I'm winging some, smoke some burgers. That'd be cool. Yeah, I'll 100% do that. You got 2 trophies more than I got, brother. So by that, you got to be in it to win it. Got lucky twice. You make your own luck. You won. Well, you got your trophies. You got your course. You done your walk. You deserve it. Fair play. Should never. Modesty's a good thing, 100%. But equally, you should celebrate your success as well. And fair play to you. Anytime, brother. Yeah. Right, I'm going to have to run now because I've got a I've got to pop upstairs. Nature's calling. Next video, we're going to have I'm going to tag you in it. Thanks for joining in Papa Joe's Cooking. I was asked, how come you don't use this rub and combine this rub? With a finishing rub. He said, what are you trying to hide? Well, yeah, that's a fair point. But it's all about layers of flavour in there. That's what the judges want to see, isn't it? Oh, I enjoyed it too, Papa Joe. Stay safe. Have a good evening or afternoon in your case. Speak soon. See you again. Bye.